Zepbound, weight gain, weigh in. Hi, beautiful friends. We're going to do a calorie deficit challenge on today's episode. I'm super pumped. If you gained weight during Thanksgiving, you're not alone. Hi, friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost over 113 pounds, almost 3 years of being on Mounjaro, Zepbound, and Tirzepatide compound. And on today's episode, I want to talk about weight gain and a calorie deficit challenge that I am issuing today. It will be going on in my group, countessofshopping.com/group, totally free. Like, this is free. You don't have to pay for it. You can go in the group and check in daily. There'll be one thread. How many threads? One thread, one post thread of where if you want to join in for free, you post your tracking and accountability. Because what happens, iron sharpens iron, and people who are smart, fun, and on a collective goal, it actually helps us, we all stay on the goal and rise. And so that's what we're gonna do today. I got a little plan for us for this challenge. I'm really pumped about it because I am doing it. I started it actually yesterday, and I wanted to fine tune some of the bookends and parameters with the challenge. But if you want to do it totally free, just check in every day under the one thread. How many threads? One thread in my free encouragement group. Let's dive in. Okay, so today it's starting. Today I'm filming this on the day that it comes out, which is Sunday, and I will be doing this challenge till Thursday because Friday is the championship for James Madison football, and I will be tailgating. I don't drink, but I want to eat yum yum nachos and some food that may put me not in a calorie deficit, but I want to be in a calorie deficit to track and get back into the whole premise for this challenge is for healthy, sustainable lifestyle things, not extreme dieting one way or another, but for healthy diet. And I feel like I've just gotten not in the habit of being not in a calorie deficit because I'm on maintenance. I'm basically at my goal weight. Basically, I just need to have loose skin surgery removal, and then that would put me in my correct BMI. So I'm basically there. But so I'm not technically in a calorie deficit, but I want to be in a calorie deficit this week because I did gain some weight because I did eat all of the yum yums, which is totally normal. And I feel like that's balanced living for me. This is not for punishment. So let's get all of the like unhealthy, disordered things out of the way. This is not for punishment. This is for me. I'm excited for my health and for my wellness and the framework in which I'm coming to this calorie deficit challenge with being on a GLP1 weight loss for almost 3 years. My appetite suppression is probably different than yours. If you've not been on a GLP-1 for years, like I have, you're probably like, oh my gosh, I'm so full, I couldn't even think about that. Like, I do have my appetite because I am at the highest possible dose. When I was on Zepbound, it was Zepbound 15 milligrams. On Tirzepatide compound now, it's at, which you can use the discount code QUEEN with Join Fridays for new patients. They're running a promotion for discount off of the first month. And an additional like Black Friday sale too until like the beginning of December, like 2nd or something like that. So being at the highest dose, I get hungry. And so I did. When I got hungry, I ate things that I did gain some LBs, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm not counting this as my weigh-in video because it's not like a lot of it is inflammation, like it's not real. To me, it's really not real. And I know by next week, by Thursday, I'll be golden. So let's dive in. What it's not is a punishment. What it's not is coming from a disordered eating space. What it is coming from health and loving choices. That for me is the framework for this. So if anybody tries to distort what the intention is, on you, because that's not the intention. The intention is to be fun and help us be in a calorie deficit collectively together. So first, what we need to do is set clear, realistic goals. For me, I do need a mental reprieve, which is why I've set this from Sunday to Thursday. If you want to keep going, go for it. Like, I'm going to stay in the calorie deficit challenge until Christmas or whatever, like, or till Hanukkah or whatever floats your boat. You set the parameters for that. For me, I want to be hyper focused, like hyper focused from now until Thursday. And so having that clear cut goals is number one. What is your goal? But if you don't know what your goal is, let's figure that out. So number two is estimating your maintenance calories that you need. In the free encouragement group and also down in the description link below, I will have my free calorie calculator. It's a calculator that there's 3 different types of calorie calculators you can use. It's one of the 3 that I think is best. I like it because you can manipulate the data if you're active, if you're sedentary, if you're slightly active. Like, you can pick how active you are. If you want to lose weight or just like a little weight loss, it will set the calorie boundaries for you. And so again, that's on my website. It's Countess of Shopping, and I think it's /Manjaro calories. It's countessofshopping.com/Manjaro. I'll have the link here down in the description. Just click the ... more button. Finding all of the descriptions here on YouTube is very difficult now these days. You got to click over underneath my title of the video, the more button, and it will pull up all of my links. So, or it'll be in the group thread post as well in my free encouragement group. So first, figure out how many calories you have. For me, going through, it was 1,500 calories for being sedentary, like if I don't move. My intention this week is to move. Yesterday, I went to Pilates. Thank you, Lisa M, for motivating me to go. I went to Pilates. I am so sore, by the way. So my bookends for my calories ranges anywhere from 1,500 to 1,900. And you may say, that's confusing. Actually, it's not. So I have on there the 1,500 is if I don't move at all during the day. It's then if I lightly move is 1,700 calories for me. Don't compare yourself. You do your own calculations for this. I'm just using mine as an example. The calorie deficit is 1,800 for moderate movement, and then if I'm like hyperactive, it will be not hyper but active is 1,900. There is more activity than active. But I know I'm not going to be that vigorous between now and Thursday. Like I'm going to walk and I'm going to use my weighted vest and like my ankle weights and stuff, and I'm going to lift. And if I'm not lifting, I'll go to Pilates. So that's my calorie range. It will dictate for the day and my calories. Number 2, tracking. I will use my free tracker from MyFitnessPal. It's a free app. You can use whatever app you want, but a track number grows. I don't like meticulously tracking every single day, but for the short pocket, I am. And I found through tracking, I started yesterday, that tracking the day before and figuring out my meals, super helpful. You're gonna wanna stay till the end because I got a hack for you of how to really, really help you stay full during this too. So with that, the intention of tracking, I'm tracking my calories on there, but the other thing that I'm tracking is my protein. Protein, my friends, for GLP1 weight loss is the hinge pin. Every single piece of scientific data in which I talk back, all of those roads lead to Rome, and the Rome of this is protein. We need protein. Now, I am not a healthcare provider nor a dietitian. Always talk to your own healthcare provider, always talk to your own health dietitian. I don't pretend to play those on the internet. This is simply my experience, strength, and hope. But for me, 100 to 120 grams of protein is what I'm supposed to have. If I'm lifting, it's actually should be slightly more than that, up to like 135. My goal for this is focusing on 120 grams of protein per day. You may say, Elizabeth, that is a Pakutski ton. Yes, it is. I was going to say another word that was not ladylike. It's a skadoodle ton. Like that's a lot. Like, and if I don't start the day off with protein, it's not gonna happen. I need that protein to help with muscle mass loss. I need that protein to help stay full in conjunction with being on a GLP1, whether you're on Wegovy or Ozempic or semaglutide compound or Tirzepatide compound like me, or on brand name like Zepbound, we need the proteins. Unless you have a medical condition, which again, you should be talking to your own healthcare provider, because I'm not going to try to like tell you to do that, because that I feel like that's incredibly irresponsible. And she's not irresponsible. She's a responsible calorie deficit girly. Okay, so we're going to create calorie deficit because that's how we lose weight. That's how we lose weight. Calories in and how much we're burning, and then that calorie deficit, and then equating that, that's how we lose weight. And that is my non-scientific jargon for doing it. The number 3 part of this, so I'm tracking my calories, I'm tracking my protein. For me, I'm tracking, because I got my Fitbit on super sale on the Amazon deals, which is still linked down below. I'll have a Cyber Monday sale. You can see all the best of deals on Amazon. If there's still a ton of them running from Black Friday on my Amazon deals. Prices are subject to change, but that Fitbit is still on sale. The Fitbit 6, it is an awesome, it's like 38% off. It's a great value, but it tells me, or any wearable will tell you how many calories you're burning for the day. Then we can take the math of that, and the math is mathing for the most part. There's of course some variations on this. Like literally you guys saw, I had tracked, I had worn my Fitbit, I had worn my Oura Ring, and I compare the two. Whatever wearable you want, they're slightly different, but they're basically like the overarching theme is they're gonna be right. So on here, I'm gonna see how many calories I burn in the day, minus how much calories I'm eating gives me my total of my calorie deficit. We know that 1 pound is 3,500 calories. And so if the numbers, those two numbers of what I'm consuming versus what I'm eating, those two numbers, and then times it out by 7 days in a week, 7 days in the week, If you times that out, it's going to equal 3,500. That's 1 pound. If you want to lose 2 pounds in a week, it's 7,000 calories. And so you'd say 7,000 calories in 1 week. That would be a 1,000 calorie deficit in a day. Bing. And I am not, this is the other thing, because I feel like I have to give 10 million disclaimers because yes, so I'm going to give you the 10 million disclaimers. If people are commenting and they haven't made it this far in the video, you can see who has watched and who hasn't. Someone's going to give the thing of, one I already had said about disordered eating. That is not what we're about. That's not the vibe we're going for. Number 2 is I'm not trying to lose 10 pounds in a week. I am trying to lose what my healthcare provider, which is 1 to 2 pounds per week, which is a healthy weight loss. 6, 7 is not a healthy weight loss, but 1 to 2 pounds in a week is a healthy weight loss. Hence the reason for the 7,000 calorie deficit or 3,500 calorie deficit. Are we on the same math? Is the mathing for us? So we want to have 3,500 calories times by 2, that's 7,000 calories in a deficit. You guys can't see my math. I love math. It's one of my favorite subjects in school. And now that my kid's doing math, I'm like, ooh, I love math. So 7,000 calorie deficit is what I'm shooting for, 1,000 calorie deficit, meaning, God willing, with this, I will have, just for example, because again, I'm going to do the different calories depending on how active I am for the day. Say it's 1,700 calories I'm consuming, I will burn 2,700. Or you see what I'm saying? Or if I'm sedentary, 1,500 calories is what I'm consuming, and I've burned 2,500. And that clocks. That would be a 1,000 calorie deficit times 7 equals 7,000 calorie deficit, which should be 2 pound calorie or 2 pound reduction for the week. Next, let's talk about our protein. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. Yes, he is. That's what I sing about protein. It's from Shoop, from, who's the band? Salt and Pepper. Here I go, here I go, here I go. What's my weakness? Getting my protein in. I don't. And so I really want to be focusing on that this week. It is a skill set muscle to get that much protein in. It's a full-time job. And so I've parceled out for me, and already for today, I've put into my Fitness Pal Greek yogurt. I shall be having 2 cups of it today because 1 cup of the Faye Greek yogurt, 0%. If you want to have full fat, then do it. I'm not. I want the 0% Faye Greek yogurt because I love the texture, I love the taste, and I like that it's not soupy. It's very thick and creamy. So 1 cup of that is just 145 calories and 25 grams of protein. 2 cups of that is actually, what is that? 290 calories, so 300 calories for easy math, and 50 grams of protein. Bam. Like that is calorie deficiting, and that is proteining. We're making them verbs now. So straight out the gate, that's my goal. Pretty much every day I'm gonna have Greek yogurt. Number 2, I pick a fruit of the season, and I like to have fruit as it is in season. So like when apples were hardcore, I would have like an apple or 2 a day because of the fiber component. We need fiber also for ladies. It's 25 grams of fiber per day. If you're not achieving that because you're not eating enough because of because of the GLP1 appetite suppression, the goal is then for these things. The goal is then for 25 grams of protein. The goal is then for the calorie range. The goal is then for me for 100 to 120 grams of protein per day. I'm not going to force feed though. That's one of my personal rules. You do you, but for me, I'm not going to force feed. If it has been more than a week of not hitting a calorie range that is healthy, that is dangerous, and you need to talk to your healthcare provider. Like that shouldn't be going on week after week. People tell me that in my free encouragement group, and I'm like, my eyeballs do that. I'm like, that is too much. That's not good for our bodies from a non-medical person. And so maybe that is why they're going to be like, oh, force feed. But for me, I'm paying so much for this medication. Now that I'm on compound, it's less payment for it. But, and if you pay a year in advance, it's even less than that for Join Fridays, by the way. But so I'm going to be having my fruit of the season now is pomegranates are at Costco again. In my Costco haul, you probably saw I had like 10 million of them. They're expensive as all get out. But those pomegranate seeds, I love them. To me, it's like eating back in the day, like a Big Mac when I get really excited about like a Big Mac or French fries or whatever. Which by the way, at McDonald's Sidebar Squirrel, they had a whole study done in the UK about how drinks like from Burger King and McDonald's and other fast food places, how contaminated the drinks were because of the ice machine was dirty. And then you guys know I love a crispy Diet Coke from McDonald's on occasion. Now I'm like, they've taken my crispy Diet Coke because people aren't washing their hands. Anyways, that was UK based. That wasn't US based. So my UK buddies. But I was like, oh man. Anyways, I really wanted to tell you guys that story because I heard it. I was like, I want to like test the ice as one of my YouTube episodes here in the United States. So if anybody has access to being able to test stuff like that, of like, I want to do it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it for a YouTube show. I digress. Pomegranate seeds, pomegranate seeds, it has 6 grams of fiber for 1 cup. 1 cup is only 100 calories. So I'll be having 2 of those. That's 12 grams of fiber from the pommies. I call them pommies. From the pommies, 200 calories for the pomegranate seeds. If you like, I understand the bouge factor of that. I personally just like it. And for me, like, I get it's bougie. So maybe doing something else. Maybe it is still doing apples. They may not be best in season, but still you can chop them up and then put a little cinnamon and bake them. Maybe that makes it taste better. Or finding fruits or vegetables that you like. For me, that's like my hinge pin. Tonight for dinner, either we're gonna go to Northern Virginia because I gotta get a gift card from Sweetwater, or I'm gonna cook scallops. 7, because I got them from that Costco haul. 7 ounces of scallops. Are you guys ready for this? It blew my mind because I didn't want chicken. 162 calories for 7 ounces of meat. 30 grams of protein. I said 162 calories for 30 grams of protein. I'm like, maybe I should have 14 ounces of scallops. I'm not, because the price went on those scallops was ridiculous. 162 calories, 30 grams of protein, plus my other things. Like, can you see? So I've already started to funnel out for today my calorie deficit and my protein. I'm going to figure the rest out. I'm filming this literally right now at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when you watch this, you're going to be like, why is she not dressed? I didn't feel like putting, after Black Friday and waking up at like 2:30 a.m., I'm like, I'm not putting on makeup today. And I didn't yesterday either. Tomorrow I will. For Cyber Monday I will. Maybe, maybe not, because I'll be up again early. I digress. So the other rules of engagement for this calorie deficit challenge are never go below 1,200 calories for women and 1,500 calories for men unless supervised by a professional. All this should be supervised by a professional, by the way. I am not trying to take that on at all. Like, I'm just a girl who loves GLP1 weight loss, trying to have besties come along on a challenge. So being clear with that. Next one, incorporating lean sources of protein. How are we going to do this? For me, I'll probably have scallops again later on. I was like, oh, do we have any shrimp? I would like that. I'm just trying to have some different, I am tired of ground turkey. You guys know my 99% lean ground turkey, but we are moving while we do home renovations here in a few short weeks. So I've got to clear out my freezer. And so I do have some ground turkey. So I'll probably have the lean 99% lean ground turkey, but lean sources of protein, whether you want beans, lentils, tofu, Greek yogurt, lean beef, eggs, egg whites, fish, chicken breast, like the world's your oyster. Like, pick a protein. Pick a protein and pick a lean protein. If you want a fattier protein, some people do keto, you do that. If you want that high fat, for me, it just slip and slides. That's so crass, but right through me. And I'm not in the mood to get blowout diarrhea this week. Yoo-hoo, blowout diarrhea sale. I don't think so. This is not Frozen. And I am not that guy. You guys know that from Frozen. Whenever I see that, he's like, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, summer blowout sale. High fiber foods. We need to incorporate that in because that protein is going to sit in your belly and you're not going to poop. True. Unless you get Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough, use the discount code QUEEN. Many of you guys have. That sale, by the way, on Bioptimizers is better than Amazon because you get the discount 25% off. And if you spend $150 or more, you get free product. If you spend $250 more, you go to an elevated tier and get even more free product. FYI, for me, I got my Magnesium Breakthrough for the next 6 months. Because your girl wanted to save money. Girl math. Okay, hydration. Water is important during this. With your $25 Stanley that you got from my Amazon deals, which is linked down in the description link below, 40-ounce tumbler, get your water in. You guys know I'll be having my element electrolytes, duh. And I will be having a lot more decaf coffee too. Last night when I was doing this, I was hungry. Was I really hungry? No, because I tracked my food and I had eaten nutritious, healthy food. It was because of all the crap in my system of like sugar and you know what I'm like, it was just junk food. And so my body was like kind of jonesing from like not having the junk food. And so last night I was hungry. And so I told my husband, I was like, I just want water and decaf coffee. And that's what I did. And I put it in my cute little Christmas mug and my cute little tumbler. And I had a Pellegrino, I had a Pelly with me, and I rolled on, and I was a happy clam. And then I was packing. That also distracted me. Mindful snacking, be super like smart about your snacks. Are we mindful snacking? I am going to be intentional about that. I would like to see in this, which I don't have, more vegetables. And so I got to figure that out because those are low calorie. Hello. And it's got the fiber piece. So for me, I'm trying to hit the trifecta of calorie deficit, protein, fiber, but that's a tall order. So at some of these we bulked, we found an easier, softer way, but we could not. Increase your daily movement is one of the other ones. Include intentional exercise, strength training, and then the other, sleep. Again, magnesium breakthrough. This video is not sponsored by Bioptimizer. That sign is for tomorrow's Amazon Live. This video is not sponsored by them, but legit magnesium breakthrough, because it has 7 types of magnesium, helps with sleep. If you're taking one magnesium, like one of the ones was trending was yesterday, or for Black Friday, was a magnesium that had 1 type. It was insidious to me. I'm like, why is this trending? It's only 1 and you can have 7 and the price point is like the same. It blows my mind. Anyways, but sleep, aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, and perhaps meal planning or meal prepping or picking your calories. So those are that's my ball of wax in all of this. And to be friendly and loving while I go through this. Because usually for me, there's like a detox, which there was last night. I was like, I'm going to go pack and just be by myself. And it was lovely. Side note, protein, I will be having a protein shake every day. My Clean Simple Eats, they're up to 50% off right now. You can use my discount code Fiddlesticks. It's in the description. My discount, is it Queen? Check out what it is in the discount code for Clean Simple Eats. Take advantage of the discount with it. Use my code. And then Built Bars for protein. I'm waiting with bated breath for my Built Bars. I already have the candy cane Built Bar that's on special right now. They're having a huge sale too. Use my discount code Queen25 for Built Bar. Queen25 at the end of it. I was like, can I have Queen? They're like, no, you can have Queen25. So it's Queen25 for Built Bar. That's why you want to check out the description link below, because they're my codes and I still get confused. So use my codes. Or on countessofshopping.com/shop, SHOP, it has all of my codes, as does Countess of Shopping / in the group. The count's linked all of them. Y'all were so sweet to the count, by the way. My sweet husband was like, Elizabeth, people are so nice to me in our group. And I was like, don't we have like the best community? We have the best counts and countesses. So if you thanked my husband, it like makes me want to cry right now. Like, please know, like that man literally, it was like midnight the other day and he's on his phone. I'm like, get off your phone. I'm trying to go to bed. And he's like, I was looking for something for the group. It like makes me want to cry. He's like so invested in our group and people's success. Like my man has the most amazing heart. Not only is he my hot husband, but literally like it makes me want to, I was like, oh, well then stay on your phone then. It's past midnight. Let me cover my eyes. It was so sweet. Like it was so sweet. And that's how my husband is most days for the group. Like he works, please know, he works really hard for our free encouragement group. And we intentionally make it free for, it was $1,000 this year. Next year, it will be $5,000 for the group. And we pay that out of pocket because we love our community. And we're not on Facebook. People are like, you're not on Facebook anymore? No, because I shut down GLP1 groups. And if people have a GLP1 group on Facebook, it is you in danger, girl. Molly, you in danger. I saw ghosts, and so now I can't stop saying that. Molly, you in danger, girl. So that's why I'm not on Facebook, like FYI. And if you see me pop up on Facebook, know that I'm begrudgingly doing that. I won't be. I'm like, we'll never say never, but never have a group on Facebook ever again. That's why we own it on countessofshopping.com/group. And we pay for it because I want to have a group that will be sustainable because I love our group so much. It means truly like, anyways, I could go on and on and on about it. I digress. This video is long enough. Hopefully you've been working out to it. I'm like, I want to go work out to my video. No, I'm just kidding. Today I'm going to work out though. I'm going to, I went to Pilates yesterday, so I don't need to lift today, but today I want to get at least, I almost was going to say 25 minutes. Y'all, I need to do like a 45-minute walk or bike. I have my own bicycle here. I have a under the desk elliptical. I have my own like big recumbent bike. I need to do something. It's snowing here where I live in Virginia. In Northern Virginia, was it snowing there? It was snowing here where I live in rural Virginia. We're past the Appalachian Mountains. Okay. I think that's everything. I'm really glad. I'm really glad for you guys, and I love you guys so much. All of the sales are going on. They're probably realistically Cyber Monday stuff. I think it's till like December 2nd. Use my links, and if you have, thank you. It means the world. We appreciate it more than words can express. The amount of love that people are like, I'm shopping with your links. Like, I'm going to Amazon. I'm going to make sure I check your Amazon deals first, or your Zepbound Amazon shopping list, or your Amazon beauty list that's in the description link below, and then going. Even if you don't purchase something on that link, if you don't click on, as long as you don't click on other things, it supports our channel still. So thank you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of the account's heart. We appreciate you. Like, and if you don't purchase anything, that's also totally fine. Simply watching the video and clicking like means the world to me. Like literally, someone was talking about the other day. I was like, you don't have to buy, like, you don't have to buy stuff that I like. I am the countess of shopping. I fully recommend. I'm bougie. I'm not recommending, like, I'm recommending stuff I like. But simply to support our channel, watching it all the way through and clicking the like button and being subscribed, it means the world. Like, I love you guys so much. Okay. It was a love fest. So thank you. We appreciate you guys. And we're pumped. I'm pumped for this challenge. The count was a little leery. You know, he was actually super sweet. He's like, go encourage everybody before I came on for this video. It was so sweet. I was like, thanks, babe. I was like, so nice. Like, go encourage everybody. And I was like, I'm pumped for this challenge. Like, I'm pumped. I think it's gonna, like, just reframing, reset. That's the intention. Okay, my beautiful friends, our emoji of the day today, what should it be? Our emoji of the day today, I didn't pick, I need to have like a list of things picked out, and I don't. It's gonna be a gold star, because you are a gold star for watching all the way to this part of the video. Gold star. And I do emojis of the day to get to know you better, because I care, because of the pattern recognition. It's also my sidebar to pray over you if you don't believe in prayer, uplift you in positive thought, as all are welcome at the Countess of Shopping table. We have a very inclusive, diverse group, and that makes my heart happy. Okay, my friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping, counting my business, because life is delicious. That's not what I usually say. What did I just say? I was thinking about Shoop, to be honest. Here I go, here I go, here I go. What's my weakness? Men. Whenever I sing that, my husband is like, you mean one man? And I'm like, I know. One a man, one a man, one a man, one a mighty fine man. Yeah, she